All right, 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 all right. Welcome back again to the newest episode of No Filter MMA. This would be your boy BJ live with another live stream. Guys, you know what? Guys, you know what? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I ain't even gonna sit up here in front. I was feeling that intro music, yo. I was feeling it. All right. I think I'm done. Welcome back, guys. Salute Marcus Bell already in the building. The first ever moderator of No Filter MMA, Marcus Bell, has made it into the chat already representing. Listen, Marcus Bell. I know I always say I'm not going to be on here long, but I'm not going to be on here long. If you guys got your green light, your green up, because we getting ready to talk. Good green, baby. Let's talk. We got some exciting fights coming up, guys. Now, I'm not going to talk about each and every fight that you see up here. This is just, some of the fights that are coming up. So I just wanted to post them and see. I just wanted to put them up there just to remind everybody, just in case they forgot of a couple of these fights that were coming up. So, I mean, where do we start? There's a lot to talk about. Where do we start? I see Julia Avila versus Julia Stoliarenko has been made. We done kind of forgot about Chukagian Atarujo coming up. We still got that. Of course, my girl Jillian the Savage Robertson going out representing No Filter MMA. Gonna get this win over Miranda Maverick. You got Felicia Spencer, Danielle Wolf coming up. Pivotal fight, that could determine the history of 145 pounds. I mean, could determine the future. You got Valentina in her biggest threat to her title at 125 pounds at this moment, facing Jessica Andrade. Bia Malecki versus Norma Dumont. I got something to say about that. One. Manon Fiorot versus Marina Moroz. That's being slept on as well. I think we're all, the underground world, we're all looking forward to that. Nama Yunus versus Wei Lee. Got a lot to say about that one, too. Want to talk about that one tonight. I might go on a little long about that one. Marcus Bell says Norma felt the power of Megan and said, hell no, I'm taking my butt to 135. Yeah, but she didn't. She never made 135. Like, that's the thing about that fight. Like, I think we all forgot. Listen, tonight after we talk, guys, seriously, go watch Stamina. Stamina crawls into the building, man. This guy has been in hiding over in the UK. They're on lockdown. I know their lockdown is a little more than our lockdown over here in the States. But you need to crawl out of hiding and get your ass on the live stream. Anyways, yeah, man. Stamina MC's in the building. Now, I know it's going to be some shit talk tonight. Marcus Bell and Stamina MC are the first commenters tonight. Yeesh. That surely sets the tone for how the night's gonna go. That surely right there sets the tone for how the night is going to go. Yeesh. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. Yeah, so Malecki versus Dumont. What were y'all initial thoughts about this fight? Because my initial thoughts was like, okay, good fight. And even though I knew the answer to this question, I asked myself the same question because Combo Breaker 99 asked me the same question. He said, why are they not at 145? Because I wrote Combo, I said Dumont versus Malek. He said at 145, and I'm like, unfortunately not. But I had to ask myself anyway, at what weight? 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 Oh, I hear that, Stamina, bro. I hear that, man. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that, bro. Sometimes you gotta, take yourself out of the environment that you're in, put yourself in another environment, let your mind adapt, let your body flow, let your body adjust. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that, and that's good for your mental. That's good for your mental, bro. It ain't all about the physical so all the time. It's about the mental. But sometimes your physical environment can definitely affect your mental environment as well. You always want your mental environment to be in check. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if your physical environment is not allowing your mental environment to be in check, sometimes it's because you need to change your physical environment, Not to get too deep here, we're talking women's MMA tonight. Malecki looks slow, guys. You guys need to go back and watch the Malecki versus Veronica Macedo fight. That is arguably the ugliest women's MMA fight in UFC history. Like, that's worse than Alexis Davis versus Cindy Dandois. Like, that's worse than that. Like, it's worse than that. It really is, man. And, it's an uglier fight than that. And it's just like Malecki just looked like a giant giraffe in there just trying to cut weight to fight a zebra. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, really, it's like she's a giraffe trying to squeeze down into the zebra's weight class to fight the zebra. You know what I'm saying? Like, B. Malecki would be so much more explosive, so much faster. She'd have her power would carry more at 145. Like, and it showed in the Tough House. Like, in the Tough House, when she fought Leah Letson, man, like, Bea Malecki's elbows, like, her elbows and shit, like, her punches were coming out hard. She sliced Leah Letson up with those elbows. She had Leah face swole, man. She lost the fight, but that's only because Leah Letson was a little more well-rounded than Bea Malecki. So Leah Letson took the fight to the ground and worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, Leah Letson took the fight to the ground and worked when she knew that she was at a significant height and reach disadvantage. Like, Leah Letson ain't stupid. Like, Leah played the range game with Bea Malecki, and she seen that she's not going, if she keep doing this, she's going to take more damage than what she's already taken. So Leah Letson, being the well-rounded veteran that she is, you know what I'm saying, she took the fight to the ground. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, at range, there was all Bea Malecki. Like, Bea Malecki would be so great at 145 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are girls with tools that with development could spell danger for Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you had a full 145-pound division with Macy Chasson and, you know what I'm saying, Bea Malecki, Norma Dumont, if Megan Anderson was still there, Felicia Spencer, Danielle Wolf, you got these you got a division of 145 pounders getting ready. Like, you, there's no way in this world you can't tell me that somebody as big as Bea Malecki or somebody as big as Macy Chasson Macy Chasson, you telling me that they couldn't fight Amanda at range, couldn't pick off Amanda at range, that they couldn't do what Megan failed to do. You know what I'm saying? Megan, listen, in that fight with Megan Anderson stood there and let Amanda Nunes come into her striking range multiple times. Amanda Nunes was hanging out in Megan Anderson's punching range. I don't understand that. Like, she was literally hanging out in Megan Anderson's punching range, and Megan didn't fire. Megan didn't take the opportunity to fire and land something hard on Amanda Nunes to disrupt Amanda Nunes from doing exactly what she did in that fight. Macedo Malecki was a car crash. It's true. Everything about it was ridiculous and not in a good way. It was a train wreck. That was the worst fight. That was the ugliest fight in UFC women's history. Listen, I haven't even seen a Bellator fight that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people dig on Bellator. Listen, I ain't never seen a Bellator fight that bad. Bellator fights are actually rather exciting, to be honest. I mean, I can name a few. I can name a few fights in Bellator from, that people may not even know of. Who was that just fought? The Julia Budd Jesse Mealy fight. That was a good fight. I'll never forget Kerry Melendez and Dakota Zimmerman. Oh my God, what a brawl! Dakota Zimmerman and Kerry Melendez, when Dakota fucking grappled Kerry Melendez to a damn split decision. You know what I'm saying? Was down the first half of the fight, getting, wasn't able to do much on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then she just, something switched in Dakota and she started throwing these heavy bombs on a tired Kerry Melendez. Man, that fight was good, dude. I have never even seen a Bellator fight that ugly. I mean, Bellator fights are exciting. I mean, yeah, Marcus Bell. That fight was worse. That fight was way worse. Like, that fight was way, way worse than Cheesecake Mellow. Absolutely. But these girls are the hidden dangers of 145 pounds if they were to go to that weight class. Bia Malecki can be a killer with that size and that reach. Bia Malecki can be a killer with that power, raw power. Norma Dumont. Oh my God. Listen, man. Listen. I know that it would sound absolutely ridiculous to say this statement. I mean, I'm talking but what I can say for sure is that in that fight with Ashley Evans Smith, Norma Dumont showed that she has power. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Norma Dumont had a division, if she wanted to stay at 145 and stop trying to kill her thick ass self to try to get to 135 pounds. If Norma Dumont had a division to work up through and to beat girls and land, land her spots in this division, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Norma Dumont being as tenacious as Norma Dumont is, for somebody to only have as many fights as Norma Dumont, man, like, there's a lot of potential there with Norma Dumont. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of potential with Norma Dumont. Norma looked fast. Listen, the Norma that fought Ashley Evans Smith and the Norma that fought Megan Anderson was not the same Norma Dumont. That was not the same Norma Dumont. Take away the weight miss. Norma Dumont was fast. She was on her toes. She was cutting angles. She was firing hard shots. She was working in the clinch. Like, her pace was very fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, her pace in that fight was very fast with Ashley Evans Smith. In the fight with Megan Anderson, she was trying to throw those shots, but when, and they were in the clinch, I think Norma was just undisciplined in that fight because it was a 145-pound fight. So she didn't have to worry so much about the weight cut. You know what I'm saying? Because right after some heavy clinch exchanges with Megan Anderson, Norma was flat-footed and very pedestrian and standing in one spot. She got clipped and she went down. Like, it was that quick. She was exhausted after those clinch exchanges with Megan Anderson. Like, go back and watch it. Like, she was literally turned into a walking pedestrian in there. And she walked forward right into Megan Anderson's right hand. So, if Megan didn't knock her out, then we would have been looking at Megan like, what the fuck? But in the fight with Ashley Evans Smith, I was expecting the same thing. I was expecting Norma Dumont to come out You know what I'm saying? And be like that. After, the half of the round goes by, Norma Dumont is tired. No, Norma Dumont put an ass whooping on Ashley Evans Smith from round 1 to the end of round 3. She put an ass whooping on Ashley Evans Smith. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, Norma Dumont has the potential to make a good fight for Amanda Nunes. Like, I can go through all of these girls who should be at 145 and point out why they could all be potential fights for Amanda Nunes. Yeah, you're right, Marcus Bell. I think so. Yeah, because she's better. I mean, Norma Dumont might be better, faster, and stronger at 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think Norma, needs a little discipline either way it goes. Norma Dumont might be a better 135er because when she fought Ashley Evans Smith, man, that was just not the same Norma Dumont. But you know what I'm saying? But we can move to Macy Chiasson. We can go to Chiasson and say the same thing. Big, strong, powerful, lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Big frame, powerful puncher. You know what I'm saying? Good Muay Thai, good kickboxing, good knees in the clinch. She's got to work on her ground game, but good stand-up fighter in Macy Chiasson. You know what I'm saying? Solid stand-up fighter. Macy got that. She got that power. Macy Chiasson got that power. She could be a threat at 140. I think all these girls that I'm naming, they're not mental cases. Now, I'm not calling Megan Anderson a mental case, but what's up, Combo? Combo Breaker 99 in the building. I'm not calling Megan Anderson a mental case, but Megan got some things going on in her mind that sometimes affects her fight game. It affects her in the fight game. She was supposed to fight Chris Cyborg. That fight didn't go through because of mental, personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? And when she got into this fight with Amanda Nunes, she froze. Like, Megan froze. Megan didn't do anything in that fight. That looked like Izzy versus Costa. That's exactly what that looked like. Izzy versus Costa. But much shorter. She might be at that stage in her womanhood where decisions got to be made logically rather than in denial. Yeah, you're right, Stamina. That's also true. That's also very true. Good comment. Good comment, Stamina. So the point I'm trying to make here about Megan versus the other girls that should be at 145 is the mentality. Like, I don't think that Norma Dumont would bat an eye in there with Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Norma Dumont would be intimidated by him. She wasn't intimidated by Megan Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Like, a big, powerful. And Megan fired off on Norma. Megan fired off on Norma, but didn't fire off on Amanda Nunes. Like, I'm just trying to figure out why Megan didn't fire off. But, Norma Dumont wouldn't freeze up like that. Macy Chiasson wouldn't freeze up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bea Malecki, I got to see more. But those girls wouldn't freeze up in the face of Amanda Nunes the way that Megan Anderson did. Like, Megan was an ice statue in there with Amanda Nunes. Like, what was she doing? I watched Macy versus Lena Landsberg again, and Macy didn't look good. Her trainer was pissed. Yeah, man, because she don't look good at 135. Like, I mean, I'm just be real. Like, Macy don't look good at 135. And I hate that she trying to, that she feeling like she must fight here. But I did hear that Macy Chiasson said she did that when Amanda pulled out of that fight the first time, she offered to fight Megan Anderson. That's crazy. That's crazy. And think about it, y'all. Think about if the UFC had given Macy Chiasson that fight. Now, remind you, Macy always gonna have that Ultimate Fighter winner at featherweight in her back pocket. So if Macy said she was like, she called and said, let me fight Megan. Megan don't want to fight. I mean, Amanda Nunes can't fight. Tell Megan I'll fight. And they told Macy no. Or did they? Anyways, Macy didn't get the fight. If Macy had went in there and beat Megan Anderson, Macy would have fought Amanda Nunes. Macy would be getting ready to fight Amanda Nunes for the 145-pound title. That's crazy. That's crazy. If Megan had taken that, if they had made that fight with Macy Chasson versus Megan Anderson, and Macy had beat Megan, we would have been looking at Macy Chasson versus Amanda Nunes. And I honestly, 1,000%, you want me to be honest, I think Macy would have done a better job in that than Amanda Nunes. Than Megan Anderson. Let's be real. Macy would have done a better job. Bigger, stronger, faster Macy would have done a better job in there than Megan Anderson did. I mean, I'm just being real. Yeah, Combo. Macy said she wanted that Megan fight. First, we need to see if Norma can compete against the upper echelon in the bantamweight division before mentioning Amanda. I get that, Marcus Bell. I get that. You know, it seems like you missed a portion of what I said when I said that imagine if there was a whole division that a fighter like Norma, the fighter that showed us what Norma Dumont has showed us, if she had a division to work up through. Imagine if Norma had a division to work through and to improve and become a better fighter and then get the opportunity to fight once she's became a better fighter and maximize those tools that she has. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we were talking about that on your last stream. That would have been a good fight. Yeah, man. Listen, Megan Anderson versus Chasson would have been a damn good fight. I'm just being real. Because Chasson would have, it seems like she freezes in big fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a big fight, you can, Megan might freeze. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Chasson probably would have brought a different side out of Megan. We don't know. We never will see that fight, probably. You know what I'm saying? But 145 is where Chasson should have been all along, to be honest. That's where she should have been all along. But also another interesting fight is Julia Avila versus Julia Stoliarenko. Listen, guys, I know a lot of y'all like Julia Avila. Some of y'all was picking her to beat Nico, which I thought was crazy. She ain't beating Nico. I think UFC Nico would beat Julia Avila. But in this fight with Stoliarenko, man, Julia Avila better be ready to bite down on her mouthpiece and brawl. I'm telling you. Julia Avila better be ready for the fight of her life in here with Julia Stoliarenko. Listen, Avila is not Yana Kunitskaya. Okay? Julia Avila is not, she's not, Yana Kunitskaya. I mean, it is what it is. She's not Leah Letson. Those girls went, especially Leah Letson, like, Julia Stoliarenko and Leah Letson went toe-to-toe when they fought. I'll be yawning like I don't know what. They went toe-to-toe. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, she ain't beating Nico. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's one thing about Nico Montano that should be unanimous across the board is Nico can fight. So, if anything, if you're going to say anything about Nico, it's that Nico can fight. But Stoliarenko is the kind that get nasty in a fight. You see, the thing that was so beautiful about what Kunitskaya did, Yana just smothered Julia Stoliarenko. Yana's such a smart fighter. Like, Yana Kunitskaya has showed so many different angles and ways to approach fights. Like, in the fight with Marion Renaud, she knew that Marion Renaud really is not that good of a striker. Like, she knew that Marion Renaud is a decent striker, but she ain't technically better than Yana Kunitskaya on the feet. And Yana just worked. Like, that whole fight, Yana worked. Like, Yana stayed on the outside. Like, she knew when to clinch. She knew when not to clinch. You know what I'm saying? And when it wasn't time to clinch, Yana stayed on the outside, man, and stuck that jab, man, and threw that 1-2 and scored points, tremendous amount of points over Marion Renault in the first couple of rounds, just from keeping her distance, just working, you know what I'm saying? And that's one aspect of how Yana approaches fights versus you see Yana in the fight. Listen, you've seen Yana be technical on the feet as far as picking her shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, just using pure technique and outclassing her opponent in the fight with Marion Renault. Kunitskaya was in the fight, which it cost her with Aspen Ladd, but Yana was just clinch. Just clinch, and was brawling. Like, seeing Yana Kunitskaya brawl, I'm like, what is going on? Like, that's not her fight. But she approached the fight that way with Aspen Ladd. That's the way she approached that fight. You know what I'm saying? She approached that fight ready to brawl. And then she approaches the fight with Julia Stoliarenko, where Yana knows that this girl likes to hit hard and cause a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying, and try to stop her opponents by just overwhelming them. You know what I'm saying? So Yana stayed with the clinch, got the fight to the ground when she had to, but it wasn't a whole lot of that wasn't a whole lot of fighting on the feet, like at range and whatnot. It was a lot of knees in the clinch, a lot of Yana just holding Julia against the cage, just tiring her out, you know what I'm saying, slowing her down, moving, working knees to the body, almost stopped her with knees to the body, you know what I'm saying, like it was just Kunitskaya just working, man, and I don't see Julia Avila, like you either gotta stifle what Stoliarenko is trying to do to you, or you have to match it blow for blow. You know what I'm saying? Like either you can do what Leah Letson did and stay in there and match it blow to blow. You know what I'm saying? Like Leah Letson stayed in the pocket with Julia Stoliarenko and didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like Leah didn't give a damn. Like she didn't back down. She got the fight to the ground, you know what I'm saying, in the later rounds of the fight. But the first couple of rounds, Leah Letson was standing in the pocket trading with Julia Stoliarenko. She met that fire with fire. Or you got to take that Kunitskaya approach and just stifle it. You know what I'm saying? And what do I see Julia Avila trying to do? More than likely, I see her trying to stand with Julia Stoliarenko. Now, she is good on the feet, and she has put some girls down on the feet. But somebody as tough as Stoliarenko, it's going to be tough to just get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? And then, on top of that, try to get him out of there before she gets you out of there. Because we can't forget, Julia Stoliarenko is very opportunistic on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Very opportunistic on the ground. Her jiu-jitsu is her thing. But on the feet, she will commit to standing on the feet. And she will commit to making it a bloody fight. A lot of elbows. Julia Stoliarenko likes to be covered in blood and to cover you in blood. She wants you to be covered in blood and she to be covered in blood too. And that's where you see Stoliarenko settle into a fight. When there's blood, you best believe Stoliarenko is comfortable. That's one thing you can say about Julia Stoliarenko. If there's blood in the fight, she's comfortable. She's hard to finish. She's hard to put away. And she keeps coming forward like a damn dump truck. It don't matter. She going to keep coming forward. You can hit her as many times as you want to. I don't think it's crazy to say that I can see Julia Stoliarenko overwhelming Julia Avila. I do. I can see her overwhelming Avila in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nico is a more winnable fight for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a more winnable style. You know what I'm saying? Like, than Stoliarenko. Like, you never know. Like, Stoliarenko could march right into something and Julia could knock her out, but we'll see, man. Let's look at these comments. There will be blood in this fight. Absolutely. Somebody bleeding in this fight, dude. Like, anytime somebody matched up with Julia Stoliarenko, I bet they like, okay, let's see what happens here. Avila, yeah, she is though. You right. Julia Avila done been down in them trenches too. She been in them trenches too. But has she been in them trenches like Stoliarenko though? And Stoliarenko has worked her way back to the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's worked her way back to the UFC, and then she lost coming back. Like, ooh. Well, let's see what Jerry is. And now the full time for let's see. Not since Tough. She ain't fought at 145 since Tough. She went down to Invicta and won the 135-pound belt. She fought for the vacant 135-pound belt. I think they took it from Sarah Kaufman and gave it to Julian, and Julian and that other girl fought for it. And Julian won it, and then she came back into the UFC and fought Kunitskaya. Like, that was a bad matchup for Julia Stoliarenko. Like, that was a real bad matchup. Real bad matchup. Because Yana gonna fight, man. Yana gonna fight. Didn't Yana... Wait a minute. Yana just beat up somebody, didn't she? Who did Yana just beat up? Yana beat up Ketlin Vieira, didn't she? Yeah, Yana did. Yeah, am I right? I'm sure Yana just beat Ketlin Vieira. Yeah. Solid win by Kunitskaya, man. Solid fucking win by Yana. Since we talking about Yana, let me get on my Yana train. Dude, solid fight by Kunitskaya, man. I mean, jeez. Woo. Y'all hate on Kunitskaya, man. First, let me see here. I need to put a picture of Yana up there, man. Yana put in some work in that fight. Man. Let's go. Yeah, baby. See, y'all be hating on Kunitskaya like Kunitskaya can't fight, man. I don't know what it is that y'all got against Yana Kunitskaya, man. I don't understand the hate for Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot to put the most savage person in women's MMA right now. Where is she? Can y'all guess who I'm talking about before I put her on the screen? The most savage woman in women's mixed martial arts right now. What is her name? Say her name. Let me put a picture of her up there. There's only one. Let me save this photo. Let me see. Let me add this picture to her. I don't see why y'all don't think about. I don't see why y'all don't think much about Yana Kunitskaya. That's y'all, man. You don't get to top 5 for no reason. You don't get the top 5 for not being a good fighter, for not being a solid fighter. I don't understand what it is about Yana y'all don't like. She's one of the more well-rounded fighters in the division. We've seen Yana strike. We've seen Yana grapple. I mean, what else do you want? Clinch. What else do you want? Stamina, size, strength. The only thing Yana lacks is power. That's it. That's the only flaw in Yana Kunitskaya's game is power. That's it. Y'all see, I just added a photo to the slideshow. Where's that savage at, man? Wait till that savage's photo comes scrolling through. Where is it at? Where's that savage? No, I want to talk about that Chukagian Adarujo fight too. Where's she at? Nope. Even though Jillian is one of the most savage, but that ain't who I'm talking about. Where's she at? Keep looking. Oh, not Danielle Wolf or Felicia Spencer. That ain't it. Where's that savage at? The most savage woman in mixed martial arts right now. Nope, not Valentino or Andrade. That's not who it is. That's still not who it is. There she go. I gotta pause it on Juliana Pena. I gotta pause on Juliana Pena. I gotta pause on Juliana the Venezuelan Vixen Pena. I'm telling you, that is the most savage woman in mixed martial arts right now. Okay? Juliana Pena is out here savagely calling out Amanda Nunes. Sometimes can't place much value on those numbers. I'm seeing there's always someone without a number. That's a problem. That's true, but Yana Kunitskaya ain't done nothing but fault. Steady, hard talent since she's been. Look at who. Okay, you want to talk about Kunitskaya? Okay, let's look at who Kunitskaya has fought since she's been in the UFC. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at who Kunitskaya ain't had no easy road. Yana ain't had no easy road. Yana is one of the few people fighting legit competition. Coming into the UFC, Chris Cyborg, Lena Landsberg, Marion Renault, lost to Aspen Ladd, Julia Stoliarenko, and then she just beat Ketlin Vieira. Man, listen, she ain't had no easy road. Lena Landsberg is tough. Marion Renault is a veteran, very well-rounded. She took out Marion Renault. She was beating the shit out of Aspen Ladd until she got caught. So she lost, she lost that fight. Julia Stoliarenko, as tough as they come, beats her. Ketlin Vieira, big, strong, physical bantamweight with knockout power. Arguably a featherweight with knockout power. You know what I'm saying? Very well-rounded. Yana Kunitskaya takes her down. Takes her out of here. So, what's there not to like about Yana? You guys ask for, I speak about Jillian Robertson, and you guys talk about how not well-rounded Jillian is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Jillian can do this, Jillian can do that. You know what I'm saying? Every box that y'all say that Jillian needs to check, Yana Kunitskaya has checked all those boxes, and y'all still say she ain't no good. Which one is it, y'all? Is the fighter going to be not good enough for y'all, or are they too good for y'all? Which one is it? Which one is it? Jillian can't strike. Jillian this. Jillian is not well-rounded. Okay. Another one of my favorite fighters, Yana Kunitskaya, very well-rounded. Only lacks power. She still sucks. Okay. Which one is it, man? Jillian Robertson can't strike. She's the worst striker in UFC history. Oh, her grappling's top notch, but her striking is not. Yana Kunitskaya, very technical striking, very good grappling. She still sucks. Oh my God. This is the shizzle that matter. Yana is a fighter that can win. I'll never enjoy any of it. Still said I'll never enjoy any of it. You don't like watching Kunitskaya fight? I think her fights are exciting. Her fights are exciting. She had one boring fight, and that was with Julia Stoliarenko. The fight with Ketlin Vieira was exciting. The fight with Aspen Ladd was exciting. The fight with Lena Landsberg was exciting. The fight with Marion Renault was fireworks. Like, what is it? Oh my gosh. Y'all hate on it. It don't matter who it is. If I'm saying I like them, y'all hate them. It is what it is. Jillian Robertson is one of the best flyweights in the division. Period. Period. Still ain't changed on that. Miranda Maverick gonna have her hands full. Miranda Maverick gonna have. But anyway, back to Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena is the most savage female right now. Savagely calling out Amanda Nunes. She wants to smoke. Hey guys, I hate to tell y'all this. He said, hell no, Yana fights aren't exciting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, Juliana Pena, listen, Styles make matchups. Styles make matchups. And Juliana Pena's style makes for an interesting matchup in a fight with Amanda Nunes. I don't hate any of them. Jillian Robertson has potential to live up to, maybe. Yana, I can't say the same. What? She doesn't inspire the same thoughts in me. Okay, I get it. I get it. But the thing is, whether or not she makes you feel some type of way, Stamina, like whether or not she makes you feel like she ruffles the butterflies in your fight stomach, you know what I'm saying? Like the facts of it is that Yana is winning. Like Kunitskaya is winning. So I mean, it is what it is, man. She's still winning. So you can't deny, when you start hearing Kunitskaya's name in talks for a title shot, you can't be like, okay, well, Yana didn't earn it. You can't say that. You really can't. You can't say, if they pair Yana with Jermaine Durandamy, you know what I'm saying, and Yana goes out there and beats Jermaine, then we can't say that Yana Kunitskaya is not, that she didn't earn a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so whether or not, listen, a fight with Jermaine, I think that's Yana's next matchup anyways. I really do think that's Yana Kunitskaya's next matchup is with Jermaine Durandamy. That's a fight where Jermaine is going to pull something out of Yana because she's going to have to beat Jermaine. Now, where that fight could get interesting is, the takedowns. Yana has good takedowns. Yana's very strong. At distance, Yana might be in some trouble. Only because Jermaine Durandamy just has that power, man. She got that power. And we know Yana can be hit, you know what I'm saying? But if Yana can get this fight into the clinch and get this fight to the ground and put Jermaine Durandamy on her back, Yana has a very good top game. Yana has a very good top game, and she's good at controlling you on the ground. That's Kunitskaya, man. And like I said, the only thing Yana lacks is power, but technique. Yana could be in there with Jermaine Durandamy. You never know how a fight like that could turn out. You know what I'm saying? You never know how a fight like that could go. I mean, if they made that fight, you honestly couldn't see Yana being outmatched. Like on paper, she's not outmatched. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she would be outmatched on paper with, what goes on in the octagon goes on in the octagon. But on paper, Yana Kunitskaya is prepped and ready for a fight like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's ready for a fight like that. She's earned a fight like that. She's earned a fight with a Holly, a fight with a Jermaine. Just period. She's won a fight with the Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's earned that right. So, it is what it is when it comes to Kunitskaya, man, So, I mean, no matter how she make you feel, it is what it is. That's just like Jillian Robertson. No matter how she make you feel, no matter how you feel about Jillian Robertson, if somebody's out here winning, you know what I'm saying, and is only lost by, she's losing, she's only lost a handful of times, you know what I'm saying, like, and somebody who's just winning more than losing, you gotta be, I mean, you gotta respect that one way or another, it is what it is. You gotta respect that. You got to respect that. So, it is what it is with that. We'll see, though. But Kunitskaya, man, whew. Anyways. But Juliana Pena, y'all hate on Kunitskaya, but Juliana Pena is the most savage woman right now. So, we'll see how these fights go, guys. It is time for me to get the hell up off of this podcast. I done talked about some of these fights. Chukagian versus Adarujo. I'm going to probably talk about that on my next live stream. We got some new girls making their debut in strawweight this weekend. I don't know much about either one of them, to be honest. I want to watch them and make my own assumptions about these girls. Like when people come into the UFC that I'm not already familiar with, I will watch what they do when they come into the UFC, and then I'll go back and watch what they did before the UFC and see if there's any difference or if they're still like the same. If they're still the same fighter, if that's just their style. I build a mental profile of this fight, well, I was gonna say Michael Chandler, but I knew who Michael Chandler was. Liana Jojua. Let's use Jojua as an example. Jojua, I didn't know nothing about her before she came into the UFC. And then when she came in, she lost to Sarah Morris, and then I really didn't pay her any attention. And then when she submitted Diana Belbita, I was like, oh, that was impressive. Like, that was impressive. So then I go and I start researching her career and watching her fights. And I'm like, okay, I see what kind of fighter Liana Jojua is now. Like, I see what she is now. You know what I'm saying? So that was why I was hyped for that Miranda Maverick fight. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good fight. I hate that it stopped the way it did because that was going to turn out to be a good fight. That was going to be a good fight. And Jojua is somebody who is working very hard on her striking. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where she is content to stand and bang. She commits to it. So, that's what kind of drew me her. So that's kind of an example, you know what I'm saying, of how I'm going to look at these girls Saturday night. I don't know much about either one of them. But I'll find out this weekend. And then, of course, we got Chasson versus Renault. How do y'all think that fight is going to go? Arpit Singh in the building. I respect Jillian Robertson. You don't hear me shitting on her. I just want more from her to round out her game. Facts. Yana needs a personality transplant in regard to her fight style because it ain't for me. Listen, Yana is very serious, and like right now, listen, Yana been going through a little bit of a thing with her son, trying to get her son to the United States, because she's building a family. She's with Tiago Santos. She already has a son. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yana wants her kid where she is. So that's what Kunitskaya is going through right now. Trying to get her son to the States. So, and Yana's just a serious person, man. She's just serious. She's very serious. So don't let that, don't take it as just being, no personality. It's just Yana is just a serious, but she's a fighter and she's from Russia. I mean, Khabib is the same way. He has that same attitude. He don't have much of a personality either because he's serious about fighting. So it is what it is about that. Stamina said King Arpit. Oh yeah. But these fights are gonna be interesting, man. How y'all think Chasson versus Renault is gonna go? Like that's the big question for me. Is how do y'all think Chasson versus Renault goes? That fight is. I mean, if Marion Renault can get Macy Chasson down, put Macy on her back, her chances of winning this fight go up significantly. But if she plays that same game that she played with Yana Kunitskaya, like, Macy can put her out. You misunderstood me, BJ. No matter, though. Let me see. Oh, in regard to her fight style, because it ain't from... Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, like, she needs a different style. What kind of style do you expect from Kunitskaya, man? I don't understand, like, what kind of style you expect from her. Like, even look like her style fits her frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's made, like, look at how big Kunitskaya is up in the shoulder area, man. A lot of upper body strength. A lot of, you can tell she's a striker. She got that long, langly frame. She's got those wrestler shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Been wrestling since she was like 3. You know what I'm saying? Got those big wrestler shoulders. Very, muscly, very athletic, very toned, very cut as well. You know what I'm saying? Yana is a very physically imposing woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's a big woman, dude. Like, that's a physical, in terms of athletic physicality, like Yana Kunitskaya is one of the best physical athletes, women's athletes in the UFC. I mean, Jessica Andrade is a physical specimen. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else is physical. Valentina is a physical specimen. Let's see. Hell, I'm gonna have to put this out there because she looked damn good last time she was in the octagon, and that's damn Alexis Davis. Alexis Davis is a physical specimen right now. I'm telling you, Alexis Davis looked damn amazing physically in that fight with Sabina Mazo. Like, that's the best physical Alexis Davis I have ever seen. Go back and watch that Ronda Rousey fight, and you guys will see there is a night and day difference in the body of Alexis Davis. Like, I mean, a huge difference in the physicality. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be a drag out affair, not too much stand up or ground that, not lots of clinch and fence. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Marcus Bell said, add another one with Alexis. Listen, man. Alexis Davis looking good physically, man. I'm telling you, that's the best I've ever seen. It's like this is like a rebirth of Alexis Davis. She did a little stint at 125, which I still think Alexis Davis is a true 125er. I do think she's a true flyweight. But I want to see where Sabina Mazo goes. Sabina Mazo got a rough road ahead of her, man. She got a rough road ahead of her. Sabina Mazo, I don't know. I've been saying, well, listen, y'all, it's after my bedtime. It's time for me to go to sleep. I appreciate y'all coming through. Arpit, you always catch me on the tail end of my podcast. I said I wasn't going to be on here long. I was just coming on to talk some shit. Y'all know I was. Y'all know I was just coming on here to talk shit, which is what I always do. But I'm tired as hell. Tired, man. When you work a full-time job, woo, and try to do this too, it wear you out. Tell them, Combo. They don't understand, man. They don't understand. It wears you down. It wears you down, man. You try to come home and after a long, hard day and try to sit down and do a podcast. Whew. But I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause the slideshow right here. Because before I get out of here, y'all, I'm going to send a message to the people watching this video. The Savage is coming to put another neck on her belt, y'all. She's got a belt around her waist full of necks that she done snatched. Courtney Casey's is the latest victim. Courtney Casey is the latest victim of the Jillian Robertson neck snatching belt. Okay? Miranda Maverick will be the next face, the next neck on the Jillian Robertson neck snatching belt. Okay? You think Jillian Robertson? Listen, I ain't gonna argue with nobody, Marcus Bear. I ain't arguing with you tonight. When it come to Jillian Robertson, I'm not arguing with you. When it come to Jillian Robertson, okay? I'm just not gonna argue with you. If you think Jillian Robertson ain't coming in here to scrap, you're wrong. If you don't think that Jillian the Savage Robertson is coming in here to scrap, you're wrong. Because if it's one thing that you can credit Jillian Robertson for, it's coming in ready to scrap. Jillian Robertson is coming to scrap. So when you see that hand get raised, when you see Jillian Robertson's hand get raised, don't feel surprised. Because after Jillian destroys Miranda Maverick will just be another unranked girl that Jillian Robertson got rid of. Just dust her hands of her. Another unranked girl that Jillian Robertson destroys. That's what Miranda Maverick will be after she gets finished by Jillian Robertson. Just another unranked girl that Jillian Robertson makes easy work of. So I just wanted to let that be known. I just wanted to put that out there. Because this is your boy BJ, back from No Filter MMA. Y'all drop them comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. And if you guys haven't already, hit that damn subscribe button. And your boy is up out of here.